Hello and welcome to Scene TV. I'm Amelia and I'm sitting here with the somewhat distracted but utterly fabulous Sven Ratzke. It is so good to have you back at the Adelaide Cabaret Festival.
Thank you for having me.
We loved you last time you were here, and this time you are here with your reasonably new show.
That's right, with
Starman.
Yes, with the music of David Bowie. So it's the premiere for Adelaide.
Great.
Yeah.
So last time, I'm going to get to the show in a minute. Last time you were here with the Diva Divas and it was totally fabulous. It honestly goes down as one of my very favourite cabaret shows of all time.
Oh, thank you.
Anytime people ask me when they say, so who's your favourite cabaret performer? And you're like literally at the top of my list. So be good is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I know.
So the Diva Divas, you know, for those of you who didn't see it, it was a kind of amalgamation of music from all of the different divas, really.
Yeah.
But more to the point, it was you and your very unique persona. You bring something really special to the work that you do. How much of Sven will we see in Starman?
Actually, it's the same because, of course, I will never ever do anything one-to-one or cover something because it's been done already very fabulously, and especially with the music of David Bowie. But as you can see, or if you look through his concerts and what he did with his own music, he was changing it also all time. He was like reinventing his own stuff constantly. So I think he wouldn't have mind that we changed it also to so it becomes a Ratzke show, you know.
Absolutely.
And also I picked, of course, a lot of stuff. I did a lot of research. So I was looking to books and movies and all that stuff. And then after a while, I threw it all away. But I had the knowledge. And then I made up my own story where there are a lot of fragments and things that really relate to his life. And the hardcore fans, they will discover all these little details.
Yeah, brilliant. So is it sort of part fact, part fiction, part fantasy?
Yeah, I think you can call it like the Baron von Münchhausen. Do you know that guy who made up all these lies, these fantasy stories, and people were like, they were just believing it, like fairy tales, all the adventures that he experienced, you know, flying on a cannonball around the city and all this crazy stuff. But people were just believing it because it was told so vividly and exciting. And that is, I think, also what for me theater is, to present a complete new world and to create a new fantasy and a new world and let people like, well, you know, never know. Is this true? Is this not true? It is not about the truth. It's about a feeling. And this show has that too. I mean, it has the music of Bowie in a complete new, almost jacket or clothing. And the stories, it's like a trip. It takes you from London through New York, LA, and then the story ends in Berlin in a sleazy drag club. So these are cities, of course, that were very important to Bowie also.
Brilliant. Sounds like a bit of a postmodern pastiche.
Yeah, I think there was a New York critic who called it's like an acid trip. So, and it's much cheaper than a real acid trip.
Yeah,
and it's
legal.
much more fun.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about the Diva Divas is that you paint this story that's sight and sound, and you really take the audience on this. Yeah, it's like through the inner workings of your mind.
Yeah. And it's, you know, that's the interesting thing about the divas and also about Bowie. You never knew what was really true because they had this sort of mystery around them. And I love mystery because we can give our own interpretation into it. And now I give my own interpretation into that new added mystery almost.
I love it. So, yeah, it's interesting that you say, you know, it's not a tribute show.
No.
It's your show inspired by the music of David Bowie.
Yeah, and you know, I think the music that he wrote, you can compare it almost to Kurt Weill and Bertolt Brecht. It's really superb written, and the lyrics are beautiful, and they have all these sub-layers. So I think he's one of these artists out there that you can you can sing the music on your own way and recreate it almost. Yeah.
I cannot wait to hear it. So it's on at 7:30 every night in the Space Theatre. Pity though that it's all sold out. It's hard when you're so incredibly popular.
Well, yeah, I'm lucky.
You are very lucky, and we're so lucky to have you. Now, this is your second time in Adelaide, and you're from the Netherlands.
Yeah, I'm half Dutch, half German, but I mainly live in Amsterdam.
Does that mean you were like born on the on the border.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And my mom is German and my father is Dutch. And my grandparents are from Berlin. That's why my last name is Ratzke. You can also call me Ratzke, of course.
Ratzke.
Ratzke, that's perfect. And so that's a real Berlin name. There are a lot of people there have the same name. In Holland, it's a very exotic name. People always misspell it. And so I'm half of both of these countries, which is an odd combination because the Germans, they're very well organized and very polite and a little bit conservative.
Kind of stiff, aren't they?
Exactly, and I mean
Not
they
really
care.
what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, and they care about art. And the Dutch, they're crazy and they're very loud and they're like tolerant, but actually they're just lazy, you know. So, but they're fun. They're fun.
And do you see a bit of both? Are you a bit of column A, a bit of column B?
I'm always on time. So that's
great. He was prompt for this interview, I must say. I was still putting on my lipstick. Now, what do you love most? This is your second time at the Adelaide Cabaret Festival. We've already broken you in. What do you love most about it?
Well, the first time I really fell in love with the audience also because, first of all, this whole festival is so unique. There's, I think, nowhere else in the world a festival for cabaret, and even you don't categorize it so much like, oh, this has to be like funny and singing a song, but there's like jazz, world music. I mean, every aspect of it is there. And the first time I came here, I was like, I'm going to be back very soon, and also to this country, because I think that the audience is really open-minded for this sort of entertainment and theater that I do, and the mixture of it. They're really like, yeah, this is cool, and he's just doing his thing. And I love to play all kinds of countries and cities, but sometimes in Europe you have to explain a lot. You know,
really?
you have to, and people are like, what is this? Also a performance? You know, because it's not only that I'm. In Holland, for example, we have like a lot of comedians and you have theater, and you don't mix that, you know, and we don't have a real tradition with entertainers as the States have, for example. And I learned a lot also from them. I mean, I go every year like 2 or 3 times to New York, and I watch my colleagues like, oh, this is cool. I'm gonna make a note.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting to sit back and watch an audience, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And see how they're responding.
Yeah.
So last time you came to Australia, you just toured to Adelaide. You just came here. This time you've already had a bit of a pre-Adelaide Cabaret Festival tour.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, I cannot pronounce all the names of the cities, but we've been to Perth and Canberra and Sydney. And now I'm going to mispronounce that.
Give it a shot.
Bendigo.
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 Yeah. And I'm going to be in Melbourne and Tasmania.
Not Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Brilliant. So if anyone is watching there, and there are still tickets. That's next Thursday, isn't it?
That's
next
right.
Thursday at Bennett's Lane.
Yeah.
And that's a different show as well. That's a bit of a.
That's only with my great piano player Charlie, and then
he's a fabulous piano player.
Yeah, and so it's not with the band, but that's more intimate, and we're gonna do like a mashup of all our favorites. So there's gonna be some David Bowie songs, but also Brecht and some diva songs. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Great. I think I'm going to be booking a flight specifically for it.
Oh, I hope so.
And then you're off to Tasmania. And then what's next for you after Australia?
And then I go home for a couple of days, and then I leave for London, and then I have a little holiday. And then I do the whole month of August, I do the Fringe Festival in Edinburgh. And then we go all over New York, Berlin again, and all that stuff. Yeah.
I hear that's where all the great artists go to Edinburgh.
I know you're there too. We're going to have a lot are fun.
We will have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that's going to be great.
On stage and off. Now, tell me, what are the top 3 things you're looking forward to most over the next few days with your show and the Adelaide audience?
Well, I have this, which is always fun. I mean, it was the first time too, and then I had a really terrible jet lag also after like 2 or 3 days. And they make a full program for every artist here. It's not that you are like sitting in your hotel and like it's taking so long. There's every day there's something happening, and so you meet all these people. I'm gonna perform at the late night show and at the gala, I think so too. So that's like there's so much happening. Yeah. So it's a whole trip. you know. And
because we just want to extract every single ounce of you while you're here because you're so fabulous.
I'm so honored. I mean, it's a lot of fun. So I think every day it's going to be great. And I'm probably going to cry a little bit on Sunday when I have to get up very early to the airport and then fly to
Melbourne. Now, speaking of Melbourne, and you know, when you come to a different country, obviously, and your native tongue, well, I mean, you're probably one of these incredible Europeans who speak 17 languages.
No, I don't know.
Here in Australia, we're so sophisticated, we generally learn one. But I have prepared a little list. Actually, we've prepared a little list for each other. Given that you've had just a little bit of a few teething problems saying a few of our towns, I thought I might just see how you go.
Yeah, these are
pronouncing these.
Oh my God, I have to do it first.
You have to do it first because then, or would you rather me go first and then you'll look better than me? Because I guarantee you're going to look better than me at this.
Okay, let's do the first one. Let me sit a little like this.
This is something I prepared a little.
Wollongong.
How'd that go?
Wollongong.
Wollongong. With a V. Wollongong. Yep, love it.
Is that okay? No, and then
Close.
This sounds very French. I would say Bermagou.
Oh, I love that. It's Bermagui.
Oh my God, what is that? Jamboree.
Good. That one was great.
Oh, what is it? Wee wah.
Yeah, let's go.
Wee wah.
Wee wah.
And Bendigo. And Canberra.
Good. You've done so well. Now,
the people will return their tickets.
Okay. All right. How do I know when to do that?
Well, let's try
All
it.
right.
Let's try it.
Emen.
That's cool. That's perfect.
Is it great?
Yeah.
Utrecht.
Oh my God, that's I hate you. Yeah, that's good too.
Goichem.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
Okay.
This is very hard. Gorkum.
Oh, Gorkum.
Oh, but that's good. Yeah.
So phonetic, it kind of looks like Gorichem.
Yeah.
Gorkum.
Yeah.
Gorkum.
Yeah.
Okay. Capelle aan de IJssel.
No, it's IJssel, but the rest was good. Capelle aan de IJssel.
Aan de IJssel and Nijmegen.
No, Nijmegen.
Nijmegen.
Yeah. But
High fives.
You're very good.
We did pretty good.
Look, you are so good that my mic is flying away.
It was so excited. It was.
That was
well,
very
I
good.
think that was a bit of a where I think we kind of semi-nailed those.
Yeah. So I was not bad at also.
You were great.
Okay,
you did
good.
really well. I'd give that a solid 75%.
Come to this festival, people. We are all sold out, but come to the festival.
Yeah, come to the festival and see the shows that weren't sold out, and maybe there might be some spare tickets, who knows.
And there's a gala. Is there still
There's
tickets?
still a gala, I believe so. Yeah.
So.
Sven, it has been such a delight having you here. We love having you back for the festival.
Thank you so much.
Me. And I can't wait till you're back here in another year or two.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be back here in February. Let's see. Because then it's supposed to be very hot.
It is hot.
And
very
I mean, I don't see any difference now with our summer because this is our summer as the weather is outside here. So, so I'm gonna try to come back very soon.
Well, we cannot wait to have you back. It's a pleasure having you here. Enjoy the next 4 nights.
I
Join
will.
us for your opening night tonight. Thank you so much for watching Scene TV. We are wrapping up the Adelaide Cabaret Festival, and we will see you back here very soon.